and in the right spot for the aroma. Started?
Yeah, it's going. So, Jerry, you guys have kind of done something new here that isn't new. Like, twin pipes is not a new concept, but in the last 8 years it is.
Yeah.
So why are we back to twins?
Why are we back to twins?
Yeah.
Because we can.
Good, good.
So,
how'd you get that?
Very carefully. As you can tell from the fit, it takes a lot to get twins into a chassis this tight. How'd we get there? We started playing with pipe designs, single and twins, back on the dyno. It's been just over a year ago, and the twins were showing very well, so we decided, hey, this is too good a horsepower not to bring to the masses. So that's why we did it, and then we've spent the last year perfecting it.
So why did the single pipe kind of take over?
Single pipe took over because the chassis got smaller and smaller, tighter and tighter. It was a high torque pipe. Didn't make quite as much on the top end, but the performance was good. Weight savings was really good. And back in the day with single versus twins, we got to the point with singles that we were within a few horsepower of the twins. Well, with this motor, this thing is begging to have a set of twins on it because it's a high ported motor. So when the exhaust valves open up and whatnot, it just it loves the way the twins perform.
Okay, so explain that. Why does this motor do better with twins? Why do twins work here? I don't see.
So in Polaris's design of this motor, it's got full control of not only your exhaust main port, but also the boost ports. And so you've got exhaust valves in all of those ports. So when the exhaust valves are down, it's a very torquey motor. And then when they open all the way up, and they're 3-stage valves, so they open in different stages, but when they open all the way up, it's like a high-ported, wild engine. You know, go back to the 90s and it'd be something like we'd be seeing in full-on racing. But in today's day and age, with the way the technology has gone with the exhaust valves and there's a lot of other things, the ECU, the really fast ECU and all the inputs that they're bringing into it. Fuel injection has evolved to the point where we can do this now and do it very effectively. This motor likes twins.
And so the 800 Liberty is better off with a single? Just never got to the point where you could do twins?
800 Liberty, we did really well with the single on that one. See, we were 9 horse on that, and a little higher RPM than stock, and that thing just flat out really performed well with the single. Would it have performed well with a set of twins? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would have, but we weren't at that point, neither was the market at that point where it made sense to do it. And with this one, you know, Polaris made a pretty good single pipe on this sled, and with the twins, we knew that we could make a lot of horsepower, and we proved that on the dyno, and then it's come to where it is now.
So what are you gaining on the dyno? What are you gaining with the twins?
So 17 horse is where we ended up with these. So,
and where on the curve?
That's right at the top. That's peak versus peak, 17 horsepower. We're also gaining a lot in the low end and mid-range, which is not what we were seeing in the past of twins. So
yeah, you used to give it all up in the bottom and then just gain it on the top.
You used to give it up on the bottom to gain it on top, and that's not the case with this sled.
Okay.
So it's not your grandfather's twin pipes. It's gonna be.
Skidoos?
Eventually.
Like Skidoo, Arctic Cat, you got twins working on anything else?
I don't have twins on anything else at this point in time. We'll see how this project goes over.
All right, so how about this? How about a bolt-on add a cylinder? It's like you can turn your 850 twin into a triple.
Bolt-on, add on a cylinder.
Yeah, add on a cylinder.
Now you're asking
back to the triples, and then one more. I mean, you'd have to like.
We'd have to put one more pipe in the works.
Now we're back to triple pipes.
Yeah, it'd sound really cool. It'd make good power.
What does this do weight, the twin pipes,
so
weight-wise compared to a single?
6 pounds less than the stock single pipe.
Right. And what does it retail for?
Retails for $1,000 for the twin pipes. If you do everything, clutching, intake kit, You got to do the reflash on the ECU, torque arm, basically everything we recommend. You're just over $2,000.
But 17 horse.
17 horse.
Dropping 6 pounds.
Yep.
Pretty big RLM.